How's it gaming, guys? I'm Phil in the Blanks, and welcome to Mickey Mania, the timeless adventures of Mickey Mouse. Hooray! This is specifically the Sega CD version. We'll get into why in a little bit. And that's actually one of the reasons why, is because we got CD quality audio there, so awesome. Let's give you more tries, switch the controls about. Also, it comes with a little help screen. I always like these. It's like, alright, throw marbles, extra hit points, extra tries, because, like, without any context, some of these make no sense. Like, the restart point makes sense, the hit points left, whatever. Aim of the game, rescue Pluto and defeat the biggest, meanest Pete anyone has ever seen as Mickey travels through some of the greatest cartoon adventures of his career. Alright, good enough. Thank you for telling us everything that's happening. Let's start the game. And good old load times. I mean, it is a CD-based game, so there's that. And we start off with the original Mickey Mouse cartoon that everyone knows, Steamboat Willie, from 1928, I think? Yeah, 1928. Wow, that's so long ago. Almost 100 years. Here we go, this is Mickey Mania. Super, super fun game. So, this game came out on the Genesis, the Super NES, the Sega CD, and the original PlayStation under a different name, which is very weird. Hello, Steamboat Willie. Careful of the steam here, you will get hurt. Like that exactly. Can't hear Mickey very well, but he is talking. Yeah, so the reason I'm playing this on Sega CD, first of all, is because that's the only version I actually have for the, of the game. Secondly is because I, wanted to do a Sega CD game for the longest time, and this is one of the better ones. And also because I didn't want to do the Genesis or Super NES version because this has the better quality sound. And to be honest, I didn't even know it came out for the PlayStation until I started looking into this game a little bit. But this is the version I have. Now, I will say I am emulating this. And the reason for this, even though I do own the game, is because I had the Sega CD version, and the CDs for those old CD consoles were not super great quality. And the game runs just fine, except for the music. It sometimes cuts out, sometimes it doesn't play at all, and it's very frustrating, and I want this to be as good as it could be. So, we are emulating it, so there you go. That being said, the other reason why I'm emulating it, and not just emulating the other versions, or the PlayStation version, is because even though I am emulating it, I still only like to do games that I personally own, just because. I don't know why I'm weird that way, but this is probably the better version. I know that the Super NES version is considered the worst one because it doesn't actually have all the levels, which is very weird. I didn't know that. There's a guy on YouTube, it's like, his channel's I think called Game Hut or something like that, and he was one of the developers of this game, and he explains a lot of the technical things that they do. Oh, there's color now, it's very cool. And it's just very interesting to watch, and he has actually a Let's Play of the game, which I suggest watching. I only watched the first level of it, because I didn't want to spoil everything for myself in that sense, or steal everything that he does and says, because that'd just be boring, I guess. Just be like, oh, I'm going to reiterate this other Let's Player. But he walks you through, like, the thinking process of why they did certain things. It's really interesting. If you like game design, I really highly recommend it. But yeah, I played this one a little bit when I was a kid. I played it on the Super NES, not on Sega console, because I didn't have Sega consoles when I was a kid. But I just couldn't believe how beautiful the game was. And the fact that this is running on a Sega, the Sega Genesis, I can't believe it runs on one. It's just stunning. This might be one of the best looking games on the Sega Genesis. Even though it is the CD version, the graphics are pretty identical to the Genesis version. Like the Genesis cartridge version. It's impressive. It's very impressive. The main thing about the CD version is the music quality and the fact that there's voice samples, which were obviously not in the Genesis version. But, like, this is super impressive, and some of the technical stuff we'll see later in the game is so well done, it's just mind-boggling. But I figured we'd play this one. I have a lot of Mickey Mouse games, but this was one I really want to play. This one in Magical Quest. And this was fun just because we could talk about a lot of the classical, actual Mickey Mouse shorts, and kind of talk about what they're about and that kind of thing. Steamboat Willie is one that I think everyone's at least seen a little bit of. It's the first, I guess, first cartoon with synchronized sound. I don't know what specifically that means, synchronized sound. I don't know if it's sound made specifically for the film and inputted into it or whatever, as opposed to, I don't know, someone playing the piano on the side or something. I have no idea. But yeah, Steamboat Willie, man, is definitely the most famous, like, of Mickey Mouse cartoons. Now, up next, we have The Mad Doctor, which is not that long after. 1933. Yeah. The original version of this is actually in black and white. So they added color for this because it's a video game. They didn't want to keep multiple levels in black and white. They needed to have color. Just for fun, before I actually played this, I watched every cartoon that this game kind of portrays, just for fun. And Mad Doctor, a lot of these I've never seen. There's a couple of them I have. But Mad Doctor is not one I've seen, so I watched it, obviously. It is very, very dark for a Mickey Mouse cartoon. It is very dark. Pluto is basically captured by a Mad Doctor, and the Mad Doctor is going to, like, cut him up and experiment on him. And not that it's graphic or anything, but there is a part where there's, like, a drawn knife with just blood dripping off of it. I'm like, this is super dark. It's a very, like, not a friendly Mickey Mouse cartoon. It's very, very, I'm trying to think of the word for it, but it's basically just, it's not lighthearted at all. It's very heavy for what it is. But as with most cartoons back then, most of it just basically is the setup for the plot, which is very, very fast, and then just hijinks. Various hijinks happen, and that's no different to this one. Things happen and Mickey gets scared. There's also this unreal part of the short that is like almost hand-drawn 3D. It's like, think a dungeon crawler that's like a first-person dungeon crawler, and Mickey's walking through it. It lasts like a good 40 seconds, and I cannot believe that's drawn. It is super impressive, and I wish that part was actually represented in this game. It's not, though. But I'm so impressed with it. 1933, man, that is incredible. All these are available to watch on the YouTube. It's not on Disney. Whoa, careful. Yeah, I can't even pull that off. They're not on Mickey or on Disney Plus. Weirdly enough, the only one that's on Disney Plus that I could find quickly was Steamboat Willie, of course. The rest I just found on YouTube. But yeah, they're worth watching. Go check them out. Especially if you like animation. Ooh, that went really well. I usually like get hit a lot or die there. Now we have, oh my god, look at this. Look at this technical wonder. This is running on a Sega Genesis. This is well, it's running on my computer, but you know what I mean. This is so impressive, and you can see how they did this with that YouTube channel I was talking about earlier. I'll put a link to this specific video where he talks about this in the what is it called? The friggin' description of the video. At least I'll try to remember that. I never remember putting in the links that I tell you guys that I'm putting in there. So call me out in the comments if I don't put the link in there. Check it out right now. Check the comments. See if I put that link in there. Call me out immediately if I didn't. Or, you know, say I did a good job. Praise me. Praise me, senpai, if I did do a good job. Look at this. This is another level that does this again later on. And it's so well done, man. But anyways, yeah, this game is made by Sony before the PlayStation was a thing, so that's why it's on multiple consoles. I think if they knew Nintendo was going to screw them over with the PlayStation and then they were going to have their own console, they would have just not have made this for the Super NES and just made the PlayStation version. Again, weirdly enough, the PlayStation version has a different name. I have no idea why they did that, but I mean, whatever. It still plays nice, I assume. I don't know if there's any real differences. All I know is that the Sega CD one is usually considered the best one. And I'm glad I have it. It's weird that's the only version I have, but it's really well done. Like a lot of the Virgin games, this isn't made by Virgin, but it's very similar in that sense. It has that kind of weird, you get hit, you can barely tell you're getting hit because there's no like bounce back or anything. So sometimes you get hit because the hitboxes are very, very odd. But because of that, it can be fairly difficult. But I played this, not a bunch when I was a kid, but I played it enough that I remember a good chunk of it. There is, like I said, levels that aren't in the Super NES version that are going to be in this version, which is very, very cool. Careful here. Oh, careful little bones. And Mickey's a pretty big sprite. He's very large. He's very wide. You know what I mean? So you gotta be really careful. Like, look how wide he is when you're standing still. Careful, because he's like has his like hands and feet really far apart. So he's a big hitbox. But man, the animation is just. Oh, Nintendo Power had a big spread on this. I remember reading it when I was a kid. I was very impressed with it. I loved animation as a kid. I wanted to be a cartoonist when I was younger. And I just adored how much work they put into this game. It's just very, very cool. It's kind of a cool idea. Move the beaker or whatever this is, and pour some chemicals in there. Let's make some colors. Get some blue. We'll get some other colors in here. And basically just mix them all together and put them on the Bunsen burner. Good old fun chemistry. Ah, there we go. But again, with the Genesis doesn't have a whole lot of colors compared to the Super NES, or at least can't portray as many. So the fact that this still looks this good is unreal, just how impressive it is. The Sega Genesis, man, like, I used to rip on it a lot as a kid, because I was a Nintendo fanboy. As I got older and started collecting and really learning to appreciate the differences in consoles, man, the Genesis can pull off some amazing, amazing effects. It's so cool. It's impressive because this is a multi-platform game. There are some games later on, like Vector Man, that are made just for the Genesis, and I can't believe how good it is. There's that picture I was talking about. Said there's a lot of blood on the saw there. There's the Mad Doctor. This boss sucks. Get some health, because I need some health. Every time you hit him, he throws a lot of beakers around. I'm going to get hit. The checkpoint is behind him, too. We're going to try to get it, because just in case we die. I don't know why they put the checkpoint behind. That's a stupid decision. Like, that's bad game design, guys. I'm sorry. Take him out. They got a lot of hits now, at least. If you jump on him, you gotta be careful because he throws beakers, so you might get hit by the beakers while jumping on top of him. It's very odd. Oh, good, that worked. Ah, I still got hit, but that's my own fault. We're doing okay. Oh, good, he's dead. Okay, cool. The beakers now don't hurt me now that I'm walking by myself. He can be a hard boss if you're just not getting those hits, but thankfully we took him out pretty well. Pluto, come back. There we go. Aw, I love Pluto. Look how well animated that is, man. Beautiful pixel art. Like, just so good. So good. Nice baby. Mad Doctor, I guess, appears in other Mickey Mouse cartoons, but I don't remember from anything else. There's not a lot of Mickey Mouse cartoons I've ever watched growing up. It's mostly the ones I think most people have watched. But next up, I think we have the... Oh, is the Moose Hunters? Yes, Moose Hunters. This is a cute one. I actually really like this one. The mooses are really weirdly drawn in the actual cartoon. This is a fun, again, it's hijinks. It's always hijinks. Moose Hunters, 1937. The quality difference between 1928 and 1937 is so big. The backgrounds are gorgeous here. They look just like they do in the cartoon. This is a cartoon that actually has Donald and Goofy in it as well. Mickey has his own section, but Donald and Goofy have their own little section together, where they're trying to hunt moose, of course. Yeah, jeez. Oh my god, that was bad of me. Love this animation, that's cute when he dies. I don't know what's with the wow 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 trumpet, but whatever. Donald and Goofy do not appear at all in this game, even though they're in a good chunk of the cartoons that this game represents. I don't know how that stick didn't hit me. But I mean, whatever. It's Mickey Mania. I get why they don't, but it's weird how they're not in the background or something. But yeah, Donald and Goofy are in this one, in the cartoon, and they just kind of work together. So I guess this specific level is just focusing specifically on the Mickey Mouse section of that movie. I guess that makes sense. There's also a really, really cool effect in this level as well. That YouTube channel also covers this too. It's impressive seeing how they do a lot of the things back then, because like it looks like it should be undoable on the Genesis or even on the Super NES because they look like 3D effects, but they're not. And I think that's what impresses me the most, that they're just faux 3D. It's very, very cool. The guy also worked on, hey, there's Mickey. The guy also worked on Sonic 3D Blast, one of my favorite Sonic games that I know no one likes, but he explains a lot of the stuff on that game too. It's a really cool channel if you like the idea of game design and programming and how they did artistic things on these consoles that shouldn't be able to do those types of things. It's very interesting. Here's the chase scene. Look at this! Look how good this looks! So this is interesting. The game does not explain this very well to you. You need apples. You don't need a bunch of them like that, but an apple will fill a stamina gauge that is invisible to you. You do not see it. If you go too long without grabbing an apple, you'll slow down and the moose will kill you. So just grab any, crap. I need, oh no, that's not good. Grab any apple. No. Oh, good. I slowed down there. That was not me doing that on purpose. That was the game slowing down to kill me. Thank God I grabbed that apple just in time. You want to make sure you grab an apple every so often. But you're not going to know where they are, especially when they're just single apples by themselves. Obviously, the water will slow you down, too. I think that was the last apple I needed, though, so I think we're good. Oh, no. Oh, thank God. Whew. Okay, good. We should be fine now. There's one I missed. Oh, good. That counted. Never mind. I was talking out of my butt. We are not done this level. Keep it going. As long as you grab an apple, you should be fine. Thankfully, you don't need to grab all of them, but If they're in the middle, it's just easier. There we go. Mickey has escaped from the rampaging moose. I sure did. Whew, my nose is runny. Sorry about that. I'm coming back from a cold. I got a bug from James. See, he's in daycare now, and I got a bug from him a couple weeks ago. I was throwing up and just not good. Now I just got a basic cold, so my nose is aggressively runny. Here's another one with Donald and Goofy. I love that animation because it's actually in the cartoon where he just runs into the wall repeatedly. The Lonesome Ghosts, 1937. Look at this beautiful effect on the house. Oh my God, it's so pretty. It's so good. So this is probably my least favorite cartoon, I think, out of all of them that are represented in this game. I don't really care for horror or haunting or ghosts in most things. Unless it's near Halloween, I guess I like it then. This cartoon is kind of basic. It's kind of weird because it's Ghostbusters before Ghostbusters. These ghosts are just kind of I love Pluto. He's so well animated. They look just like that too. They're bored ghosts, and they find a newspaper ad. I think that's what it is. Of Mickey, Donald, and Goofy, who I think they're just called Ghost Hunters, not Ghostbusters, obviously. And they call them up to kind of scare them and just have a good time, because ghosts are mischievous in these cartoons instead of, evil or anything like that. And it's the trio just going to the house and hijinks ensue, because it's hijinks, and that's all cartoons were back then, were just little hijinks. It's cute, it's fine. Mickey, Donald, and Goofy all have a segment to kind of shine, and there's some cute ideas. I'm not saying it's bad, it's just I don't really care for it compared to a lot of the other ones. But to be really honest, I understand why they'd choose it to represent in this game, because it's very, it's just a lot of cool ideas you can put in a side-scroller. So I like how every level is sort of different enough. I guess this is the closest thing to the Mad Doctor, but it is thematically different enough, even though they're both horror kind of themed, that they do a good job of being different levels with different unique mechanics. There is a water mechanic in this level that I really don't like, and we'll see that in a second or two. I really don't like it. I'll explain it when I get there. But until now, it's a very basic side-scroller hop and bop right now. I like you at least get something to throw. Very Castle of Illusion in that sense. But what else are you gonna do with Mickey? You know what I mean? Like, he has no combat abilities when you think about it, other than he can Kingdom Hearts. So throwing things just makes the most sense. Plus, it's better than close range offensive ability. You really want that long range offensive ability. So, bravo! It's better than nothing. Be careful here, you don't want to fall. Because that's gonna... Oh, well, I can't believe I pulled that off. Oh my gosh, there we go. I really thought I was gonna fall there. There we go. I do like how the loading is a script. Are we at the water thing now? No. Oh, yes, we are. You can hear the water. Get up these logs, and they start to sink. You need to wait until this guy goes, but your log is sinking while that's happening. So you don't have control over anything that's happening. And if your log goes too far down, you'll just sink. And being in the water hurts you. You don't swim. I don't really understand this section because you don't have control over anything. You have no real agency. I just gotta keep going because at the end here, the water comes down, but if the water starts going up, it goes all the way up and all the way down. I'm just gonna get hurt and die. It's a very odd section. I don't really know why they put it in there. I get why they put it in there. I don't know why they did such a poor job of it. But whatever. It's probably the worst part of the game. And it's over now, so I won't gripe about it. Just careful of the ghosts. I love their yeah. Oh, and look at that! Look at the porch in the background. That's so Haunted Mansion from Disney World itself. You know what I mean? It's just oh, they did such a good job in this. There's so much care in this game. Oh dang, I forgot the table. I'm so dumb. I jumped over it too. While I wouldn't say this is the best game on Disney Month, and it's not the best Mickey game on Disney Month, I will say they've put an obscene amount of care and dedication into it that you can't help but just admire the crap out of it. Just admire it from a technical level. I will say it's probably the most technical game on Disney Month for me. Just so well done, so well done. Sony put so much work. Disney must have paid them a good chunk of money. I think this is the other Mickey game that most people remember. It's definitely a Magical Quest. Then I'd say this, then probably Castle of Illusion. But it was nice to get all three of them done for Disney Month. I'm glad I was able to get Castle of Illusion. I just found it randomly. The rest of these I just had anyways. And I'm already on the lookout for more. Hey, there's Mickey. Poor Mickey. That was close. Lonesome Ghost Mickey's been rescued and Mickey has escaped. Yay. You're recruiting the Mickey Mouses. It's really kind of interesting. You'll see them again later in the game, kind of how they jump in there. And now we got... Oh, this is the one I've seen before. I think most people have seen this one. What is it called? Is it just Mickey and the Beanstalk? Mickey and the... Yeah, it is Mickey and the Beanstalk. 1947. Jumping ahead. Oh, look at that background. So this is the one that is obviously Jack and the Beanstalk related, where Mickey, Goofy, and Donald are having trouble with food. And I think that most people remember this one. They cut loaves of bread, but the bread is so thin you can see through it. It's got that weird... Oh, I forgot the apple. It's got that weird moment where Donald tries to kill the cow, and I guess it's considered one of the scarier moments in old-timey Disney. I'm like, it's okay. I think Mad Doctor's scarier. But yeah, this is one that a lot of people just remember a lot. Plus that scene with Mickey like blowing up the... Not blowing up. Sitting on the champagne cork and it you know, popping off, I think is so, like, everyone remembers that. Plus, I think actually this is in one of the movies. I don't remember which one, but this short was actually put in one of the Disney movies during right after the war, when Disney was losing a lot of money. So they were putting shorts compilations as movies. Like, was this Make Mine Music? No, it was not. It was Make Mine Music. Don't remember the rest of them. But this was one of them. The other one was about a bear, and no one really cared about this one, or about that one. But everyone, I think, remembers the Making the Beanstalk one. It's very, 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 like, timeless in that sense. Very cool. Oh, yeah, spiders. Whoops. Don't like spiders. Don't like spiders. So, question of the day. Nothing to do with Mickey Mouse specifically, but because this is going through the timeless adventures of Disney in a sense, what is your favorite era for Disney animation? There's a bunch of eras. There's the Golden Age. There's that, like, Silver Age. There's the Wartime Age, which I think this basically counts as part of that. There's the Golden... there's, like, the Renaissance Age, which was, like, Little Mermaid onwards until, I think, Tarzan. I think most of you are going to say it's the Renaissance Age, which I can't blame you. Like, it's got most of the classic Disney movies. Oh, I love that animation. So good. So I understand why most people say that. I actually like the newer, like the new Renaissance, or the second Renaissance. I don't know what you call it. But it's like 2010 onwards. Disney really has started to just make some really good stuff. Frozen, Tangled, Zootopia, just some great stuff. I'd probably say the Renaissance is the best era. I think most people agree with me on that, though. This is a long level, too, I'd like to point out. Very long. Because we still have to make it to the Beanstalk. Or not the Beanstalk, the Giant's castle. And then actually, you know, do the whole champagne cork popping part of the story. And here we go. If you don't have that thing, I think it's all dark in here. I'm not 100% sure. I don't remember. I love these lazy beetles. They're very cool looking. Careful, careful. Yeah, take them out. And you climb up here. It's kind of a cool, like, I like the way it uses the background here. It's very nifty. It's butterflies, though, man. Take them out. Take them out. And up we go. Are we still in? Yeah, we're still in there. There we go. Now we're in the Giants. Oh, I'm dead. That's okay. It's one of those games again, man, where for some reason you don't gain any health after each level. It's super weird. Cheese. But yeah, that music in the background is really nice. Very cool. Definitely better than the Sega Genesis version. Much better than the Super NES version, too. Wow, I got hit a lot there. Butterflies. Who knew they'd be so dangerous? But that's definitely the reason why I wanted to play a CD version of this game. Just that music quality, man. It makes such a difference. Ah! Careful. Careful. Oh, whoops. How did I not jump on that? Oh, okay. I was like, can I not jump on the goblet? There we go. Always make sure to get those checkpoints. I've never liked it when checkpoints are collectible items. I like it when they're just, like, because you can miss them, right? Like, I don't want to miss checkpoints. I went past the area where the checkpoint was. That should count. But whatever, not a big deal. It's such a small complaint. But I'm all about small complaints. That's what I do. There you are! Oh, I can't jump on there with them. That would have been cool. Congratulations. You don't get to see the giant, which is kind of a shame, but there we go. Ah, crap. Crap. There is a secret level in that level. Ah, well, I'm not going back to re-record this. There's a secret level. I forget what Disney cartoon it is. It's about a twister. It's not very long. It's very short. Ah, well, now I feel bad. We are on the last level, though. This is Prince and the Pauper from 1990. I actually remember seeing this brand new. Renting it from, like, Jumbo Video in the local mall back in Nova Scotia. So, as I was watching all these cartoons again, I was watching this and I was like, this isn't very good. Like, this movie, like this was the newest Mickey Mouse cartoon when Mickey Mania came out, so it makes sense why they do it. Plus, again, it's just, you can do a lot of fun with this setting, but the actual cartoon is not very good. It's got some fun action near the end with Pete, but the actual, like, I don't know, I don't think they did a good job, but whatever. I personally like the DuckTales movie a lot more. I don't know if anyone remembers DuckTales and, like, The Legend of the Lamp or something like that. With who played the genie? Who was a famous actor, I think. He used to go Shabooey, and it was cute. I liked it a lot. I watched that one a lot when I was a kid, and I was disappointed they never made a movie or a game based on that one because I really liked it. Christopher Lloyd was the bad guy. He was the wizard, and he was badass. Like, I mean, straight up badass. I mean, Christopher Lloyd is a badass, but like he was a genuinely scary villain who's, like, well done. He was evil. There's a part of the movie where he basically wins. It's very cool. I really, really enjoyed it. I don't know. I think that was a better movie than The Prince of the Pauper was, but that's just me. Again, complaining about nothing because this is what I do. This is by far the longest level in the game. It's also the most combat heavy, too. Not only do you have a boss, but these guys actively are trying to kill you. Unlike everything else where so far they've just kind of been obstacles. Here, they're trying to get you. They take multiple hits. They will attack you. They're scary. Well, not scary, but, you know, they're dangerous. So you gotta treat them thusly. Careful. Down. Yeah, you want to be really careful with the archers. But again, their animation is spectacular. It's very true to the cartoon. Ah, dang it. I really wanted you. Just gotta keep going. Oh, that face. Oh, wow, those fall so well. My goodness. My goodness. The animation is so good. I could gush about Disney animation for so long. It's just great. Ah, wonderful. Pauper Mickey has been found, but the prince is held in the dungeon. So let's go to the dungeon then. That's such a weird... That weird wah 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 trumpet that they use for victory is so odd. Oh, great music. Wonderful. Like the snow in the background too. Oh yeah, it's a very wintry movie. It's always snowing in the background. There's another one that Goofy and Donald are in the movie too. Of course, they're not in this. They're not super important. They are in the movie, of course, but it's really about the two Mickeys. Well, one's Mickey and one is the prince. But yeah, Goofy is like the Pauper's like best friend, and which makes sense. And Donald is like one of the staff or like teachers or whatever of the castle. And it's really cool to see Donald. Like, I like Donald, so it's fun to see him be like I don't know, stern with Mickey, with Prince Mickey. I don't know. It's cute. It's still worth watching, as much as I don't like it as much as a lot of the other cartoons that this game represents. It's still pretty nice. Ooh, careful, you don't want to drown. Oh, I am sure glad you float as well. I don't know if you guys can hear Mickey. He is talking through this game. I'm also talking through this game, so, you know, I'm talking over him. But his sound is that was very close, is very low compared to the sound effects and music. It's like, come on, Sony. Ah, right in the face. Knife to the face. But I'll be quiet here. You can hear him after I blow up the rubber ducky. Yeah, so you can kind of hear him there. But it's very low, which is, again, such a shame. Careful, there we go. I think he's so happy. Look how happy he is. it is crazy to think that Castle of Illusion and this game run on the same machine. Castle of Illusion is a lot of fun, but it's a very basic looking game. It's really not pushing the machine. And then you see this, you're just like, holy nuts! It's, oh my god, it's so good. But it's one of my favorite things about console generations is seeing early games versus late games in the machine. When you look at Mario World, a fairly decent looking game for the Super NES. It does not push the Super NES in any way, shape, or form. And I think the lack of use of colors in that game kind of holds it back. Things are very simply shaded, and that's it. Then you see Yoshi's Island. It's on the same machine, and it's unreal, the difference. Donkey Kong Country 3 is another perfect example. I think Donkey Kong Country 3 might be the most technically, graphically heavy of the entire system. I mean, you can say Star Fox and Stunt Race FX because they're technically 3D, but Donkey Kong Country 3 is so stunning to look at on the Super NES. And then again, Yoshi's Island, I think is probably artistically the best looking game on the machine. Oh man, one of my favorite things. Even current stuff. Look at like Dragon Age Inquisition for the PS4. It's not a great looking PS4 game. Probably because it's a PS3 game that was basically just kind of re-released on the PS4. But hey, it's a PS4 game, counts. And then you look at something like Last of Us 2. Wow. PS3 is a perfect example again. Let's try to think of an early PS3 game that doesn't look amazing. Can't think of one off the top of my head. Because even the early PS3 stuff, like friggin' Motorstorm looks incredible. But then like Last of Us 1? Last of Us 1 has no business. Oh god, I'm gonna make this. Thank God. Has no business looking as good as it does on the PlayStation 3. Oh, so cool. Now that the PS5 is over a year into its life cycle and no one can find them. I'm just joking. That it's definitely a lot easier now. Anyways, I love the Mickey Mouse hat on this skeleton. That's great. But yeah, now that the PS5 has been out for a little bit, we're gonna start seeing PS5 exclusive games. Hopefully soon. I hate the whole releasing games on two systems thing. But in a couple years, we'll see PS5 exclusive, like, amazing, just, like, holy nuts, how does this run? It's so gorgeous. I can't wait to see that stuff. That's, the ending of a console is always one of my favorite. It's bittersweet, because it's like, it's just bittersweet, because, oh, here we go, more of this tower thing. Because everyone's concentrating on the new machines, and I'm just like, I want to see the last hurrah for these machines. I really want to see what these machines can do. I don't know, that's just me. I like to see the progress of all this technology. Mind you, a lot of the things what I don't like about the current state of gaming is you see these games released or announced years before they come out. Ghost of Tsushima was like truly shown off in 2019. I guess it was announced technically in 2018. And then didn't come out till 2020 or 2021. I don't know. And it's still very pretty. It's gorgeous. But by the time it came out, a lot of games looked that good. So it wasn't as graphically impressive as it could have been if it just come out. You know what I mean? Instead of like shown off early. FF7's another example of that. FF7 was shown off so early in its development cycle, and it looked incredible. And then by the time it came out, again, it looks fantastic. But a lot of games look fantastic by this point, so it kind of loses that charm because it's not as good looking comparatively. Even though technically it's actually better looking than it was when it first was released. So I don't know. Weird thing for me to ramble about while we're playing a Mickey Mouse game, but. We're nearing the end of this, though. We have the two weird bosses with, or fights with Pete. One where you don't really do anything directly, and oh, Mickey, come on, man. You don't have to say it every time there's a vine, man. You get it, you're Tarzan. But yeah, you have one fight with Pete where you don't directly fight him, and then a fight where you do directly fight him. It's very weird. Also, in the 1990 Prince of the Pauper, I don't know who voiced Pete. I apologize for not knowing. I should know this stuff. But it's not voiced by Jim Cummings yet. I guess he didn't take over the role at that point. But to me, Pete is always going to be Jim Cummings. Everyone's Jim Cummings. So, who voices character in Disney? It's Jim Cummings. 80% of the time you just say Jim Cummings, you're going to be correct. So, there you go. But here we go. Here's the first fight with Pete. You can't reach him. And I can hit him as much as I want. Instead, you go over here and you kind of just hit these, or not hit the switch, you get these pencil icons, and that'll bring one of the, Mickeys that we found to take out part of the boxes. I don't know what that really does. I still can't attack him, even though I'm close to him and I can reach him. But you always get your little star power-ups back, which is nice. It repopulates them, which is great, because you're going to need them. Can you not kill these guys by jumping on them? It has to be marbles, I guess. Yeah, you can't do anything with them. Just keep going. And it's a weird boss battle, because all it is running back and forth and hitting, getting these pencils. That's all it really is. But I like how they use their animations. Like, that's just really cool. I like that, taking out the box there. So you'd think now I'd be able to hit him with marbles, considering he's really low to the ground, but nope. We're gonna go back and forth a few times. Take you out. There we go. Love their death animations. Looks great. He can't attack you either. I don't know, maybe if he has stood around long enough, he'd swing his sword, but right now he just kind of stands there. So it's less of a boss fight and more just a, I don't know, a collecty thingy. Like, mechanically, it could just be a door and you're collecting keys. You know what I mean? That's really what it is. Oh, Mickey, you just like to run into things. Now he's on the ground, but we're still going to go back and forth, because not every Mickey has had his time to shine. At least Mickey isn't doing his Tarzan yell. That every swing of those, not vines, obviously, but, chain, friggin' ropes, I guess. See, you can't do anything. It's super weird. Just take him out there. Like, I'll be able to take him out in a second. Actually, I guess I don't use my marbles. So, I guess it makes sense that you can't attack him because your marbles are ineffective against him. Oh, Moose Hunter Mickey, I love you. Apparently we brought the moose with us, so ow! He's not dead yet, though. Let's keep going. Right back. I think this is the last one, though. Steamboat Willie. Yeah, definitely want to take out these guys. I have a lot. Well, I only have 2 hits right now, but I definitely want to make sure that I don't take too many hits regardless. Even though I get hit every time I kind of get near a pencil icon. I don't like you there. Taking you out. Got plenty of marbles, so might as well use them. There we go. Ah, whoops. Ooh, I really thought that was gonna hit me. Ah, how did that hit me? Oh well, whatever. Oh, it's the prince, not Steamboat Willie. What am I talking about? Haha! Go, Mickey! And off with his pants. Great animation, super good. And we're still not done. This is kind of like, I think this is a lot of padding. They easily could have kept going and not have this, or not have the next boss. Both bosses, though, having them back to back with each other is not a super fun. But whatever. At least we get to see more great animation in Pete. Is that the last one now? There's Steamboat Willie. I don't know how I was controlling that, but that's okay. There we go. Bye, Pete. Pete is trapped in the final room. Now Mickey must face him alone. I mean, if Pete is trapped in the final room, just leave him there. He's trapped. You said it yourself. So, leave him be. But here's the actual fight against Pete. He's actually much more aggressive, and this is much harder, too. Alright. Thanks, Pluto. So, duck. Careful. Not much I can do right now. Ah! You just want to push this. There we go. And it'll basically, every time that hits, or he lands and like shakes up the thing, oh god, those friggin' spikes. You'll get one of these, I missed him, spike things, and you make him jump on it and he hurts his butt. That's the boss. Careful. Throw it all you want. There, oh, he's not gonna throw it. There we go. Didn't mean to hurt you. You specifically meant to hurt him. Come on, Mickey, don't apologize. You're trying to save everyone. Don't be so nice. Ah, dang. That was dumb. Ooh, how'd that hurt? Yeah, the hit detection is a little off. That's the problem with a lot of those, the 2D hand-drawn kind of games in the later years of the 16-bit era. Hit detection just didn't seem to be a priority for a lot of these games. But that's okay. This is a lot easier than, say, Lion King is, so it's definitely more forgiving. Okay, jump away. Okay, cool. Thank you. I think we're on the second stage now. Oh, maybe not. Maybe not yet. Oh, there we go. And second stage, here we go. So you got this ball and chain out there. Jump on the sword, hit the thing. You do not have a lot of time to hit that, to jump on that sword. And now there's more spikes from the ceiling. Oh my goodness. Throw. Oof. Yeah, we're gonna get hit. One more hit, and then, well, 2 more hits, then I'm dead. Come here. Careful. Oh. Like, that hurt me. And you don't have a lot of time, so you can duck underneath it, I guess. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. One more hit and I'm dead. I can do it. I can do it. Oh, how many hits do you take, dude? Ah. Yeah, this is fairly difficult for kids. My goodness. And nope, still nothing. One more. So I know he goes to the wall when he dies. I think it's the left wall. Oof. And there we go. All right. Mickey has won. Now he'll return to his own time. I don't know how we're time traveling. They didn't really tell us that yet. Well done, Mickey. That is a weird picture of Mickey. He looks like he doesn't know what to do. It's like, smile, Mickey. He wasn't ready for the picture, so he just... well done, Mickey. Mighty Pete has been defeated, and Mickey can start on his next animated cartoon. Watch for it coming soon. Did you find the Mad Doctor and band concert Mickeys? I did not find the band concert Mickey. And I don't think I actually found the Mad Doctor Mickey himself. Did I? I don't know. And then we get the little cast of characters here. We get to see a lot of the animation, which is really cool. So apparently there was supposed to be a sequel planned for this, but they never made it. I don't know why they stopped it. It was the same engine, and they had done most of the first level, which is all cowboy themed. Again, that guy whose video I'm going to try to put down in the comments below, or not the comments, the description, talks about this game at length. It's super, super interesting. Definitely watch it if you get a chance. But I like here, at least you get to see the animation without having to, like, deal with hitboxes or saving your life or anything like that with Mickey. So you just appreciate just this beautiful animation. Oh my gosh. Moose Hunters, like, look at that. That's great. They jam-packed a lot in this game. That's so many frames of animation for all these characters. It's so good. Very, very impressive. But yeah, I guess that was the only enemy in the Moose Hunter, was just the moose. Lonesome Ghost, look at that! That's so much care put into that one enemy. Not so much him, but whatever. Oh, fantastic. I like how obviously they had the original cartoons to kind of get inspiration for and all that, so it makes it easier for them, obviously, but you still have to make it in the context of a video game, so it's very, very cool that they were to pull off what they pulled off. Wonderful. Just wonderful. I'm just enamored with games like this. I like games, and anything really that I don't even remember that Ladybug. I'm enamored with it, pretty much anything that deals with, like, the history of something, that treats it, like, really well, you can learn a lot from. It's why it annoys me when some games don't do it very well. For example, I'm trying to think now. I love how, like, with the Sega Genesis collections or the Sonic collections for various consoles, they put a lot of work into, like, these are the history of things. And then you have other games that just don't do that at all. Oh, thanks for playing Mickey Mania. No problem. Thank you for making Mickey Mania. I really appreciate it, I guess. You get a credit roll now? Yes, we do. Yeah, so, like, yeah, you would learn a lot from all these, like, histories and things like that. But using Mega Man as an example, I guess there's a mobile game called Mega Man X Dive or something like that. It's okay, it's not amazing, and it goes through, like, the legacy of the Mega Man X series and sometimes the older other Mega Man games too. And they have all these characters from all around the series, which is very cool. But some I don't know where they're from. There's, like, a character who's, like, maybe from the Command Mission game. I have no idea. Because here's the character, but there's no, like, tell me the history of this character. What was their first game? Like, you have all these characters that you're hoping to, like, you're relying on the nostalgia of these characters and things, but you're not telling me anything about them. So if I don't already know something, this character means nothing to me. If you've never played Mega Man X4, Iris means nothing to you. There's no context for that character. So here's Iris, and there's, like, 7 versions of her that you can get. But no one's going to be like, well, I gotta play the gacha game for this because I love this character, because no one knows the character. So it's a little weird decision when a game does like legacy content, but provides no context for that legacy content. It's one of those things that I really don't like. This doesn't provide a million things, but at least it tells you the cartoon, it tells you the release date. So for a game released in like 1990 whatever, that's a good chunk of information that you're getting from the game to kind of look up this information based on these cartoons and stuff like that. I don't know. Oh, there's a Phil Tails Snape. Phil Snape. I've been told back when I had my longer hair in high school, I've been told I looked like Snape. Dang it. Squall Highwind, ask your wife. I think she's the one who actually coined it when I looked like Severus Snape. Snake. My god. My Harry Potter knowledge is not very good. If you enjoyed this game, buy it twice. No, I'm good. Actually, I probably will. I'll buy it like 3 times because I'm a collector and I'm dumb that way. So anyways, thanks so much for joining me, guys. I'm Phil No Blanks. I'll see you guys next level. Hey, thanks for watching. If you liked this episode, click that subscribe button and hit the bell icon to know when the next episode is up. If you want to support my channel, share some videos with some friends and consider supporting me on Patreon.